Church, National Training with Unico. Today we're going to be troubleshooting the iSeries unit when you have a communication error. So let's just jump right into it. So when you have a communication error with the iSeries, you're going to have three flashing lights. On the ducted units on the MMI board, you're going to see green, blue, and red flashing simultaneously. You're also going to see the same thing on the wall mounts. And then with the outdoor units, you're going to see number 2, 3, and 4 flash. So here's the MMI board on the ducted unit, flashing green, blue, and red, indicating communication error. Here you can see all three lights flashing on a wall mount unit, indicating the communication error. Here you can see 2, 3, and 4 flashing on the outdoor unit, indicating the communication error. Now this is the G80. The G110 and the G80, the orientation of the board is pretty easy to see. The G65 and the G50, however, the orientation of the board is a little bit different, but it's still the same code. So if you have a communication error on the outdoor unit, go to the indoor units and verify that they all have power and are switched on. So same thing goes with the outdoor unit. If you see a communication error on the indoor unit, go to the outdoor unit and verify that you have power on L1 and L2. So the next step is to verify your communication wiring. So with the iSeries, you're going to use 18-2 shielded cable. So you're going to have two conductors. You're going to have black and a red, and then you're going to have the drain wire. So this drain or ground wire is actually going to go here, and it's going to get grounded on the indoor units as well. Make sure that you ground both ends. If you see that everything's landed in the right spots, then check for continuity. So disconnect your wire from the unit on both ends, tie the wires together, and then do a continuity check with your meter to make sure you don't have a break in the wire. The next thing to check is make sure you don't have a bad connection. If you're using connectors like these, make sure you give it a good pull and make sure it has a really nice connection. The other thing is to make sure it's landed on the right spot. So black is going to be on C1, red is going to be on C2. And that's universal. That's with all of the iSeries. Outdoor or indoor, we're always going to land them black on 1, red on 2. Make sure you ground both ends. So the next step is to check the communication fuse. So after you checked and verified that you had the correct wiring, you're grounded on both ends, so you have no bad connections, then the next step is to check this fuse. Barrel fuse holder, you unscrew this, just connected to C1, pull out this little guy here. Now this is a little bitty fuse. It's 100 milliamps, so you can't really see the filament inside of it, so you will have to check it with a meter. Okay, so just check continuity, make sure you got a good fuse. If you don't, make sure you order a handful of them so you have them on stock. On the ducted unit, we've got two fuses. The fuse that we're worried about when we're checking communication is this fuse right here. That's a 100 milliamp fuse, just like it is on the outdoor unit. You're going to find that right next to where the communication wires plug into the board. It's black and red wire. The other fuse is over here. This protects the board itself. This is a 3 amp fuse. If this fuse is blown, you won't see lights on the MMI board. So if you're seeing a communication error, you're going to check this fuse here. On the wall mounts, if you have no lights, you can check the fuse on the main board. We don't have a communication fuse for the wall mounts. There's only one fuse protecting the board. So what you want to do is kill the power to the unit, simply take the board and just slide it out. On the wall mounts, when you pull the board out, you will find the little fuse in the very back end of that board. And that fuse protects the board. That's not a communication fuse. So to sum up the troubleshooting with the communication error on the iSeries, make sure your communication wire is correct and landed properly. You have no bad connections. Check the fuses, check the power. Now, if you have multiple pieces of equipment, you have multiple heads, multiple ducted units, if only one is showing a communication error, that's the one we need to be checking the wiring on and the fuses. If you have multiple pieces of equipment and only one has a communication error, the outdoor unit's not going to show that error because it's still going to see the other units. So, any questions, shoot me an email or give us a call. My name is Jason Church, National Trainer with Unico. For more information, check out our technical site at tech.unicosystem.com. Also look us up on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to talk to a live person, call our customer service team at 800-527-0896, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. through 5 p.m. Central Time.